gold, and I couldn't take any because it becomes stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just sitting back with my cigarette, like, now make it become stone. Yes. Yes. Now, for session 3, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna give him 3 boxes. We're gonna tell Gabriel one of the boxes is filled with gold, but they're all filled with rocks.
One of them's bees.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad if you do that.
It's just
Gonna hit him with
rocks.
the spoiler.
What's that one game show? With all the briefcases?
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deal or No Deal.
With Howie Mandel.
And every box is full of bees.
Why do you know his name?
Because I watched
Okay.
that shit when I was
Howie
younger.
Mandel.
Yeah, you can't be shocked that I know who Howie Mandel is.
Everyone knows Howie Mandel. Come on, it came for free with your fucking like TV.
Yeah, it came for free with your Xbox.
I don't know. My brain doesn't have that capacity.
He's a massive
He's in
germaphobe.
like every show.
Is he a
I-
massive jerk? That's sad.
No, germaphobe.
Is he?
Germaphobe.
Oh.
Well, that's more
Yeah.
acceptable.
I wouldn't be shocked if he was like a massive asshole, but I also feel like
Germamo?
half the bald people I see turn out to be like terrible human beings.
Can't wait to
And
shave my
now
head.
I see a
I was gonna say, I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
my dad away from you then.
I'm not saying all bald people, but
Just,
you know, like a
99.99%
surprising percent of them.
of
Yeah.
I'm about to turn Peter evil overnight with this one cool trick.
What do how those random characters look like?
Oh no! Immediately.
I just want to know. No reason why.
No reason in particular.
Good thing, most are not bald.
I
This
don't
is
think I've
I
had
mean, Loomis is probably a little bald.
Fuck you. I need help.
I'm sorry.
Are you bald, Brandon? Let me know.
Let me know in the
Oh,
chat. Bald.
Hold on, let me go to quotes.
My Twitch follower Brandon, are you bald? Let me know in the
Right, my
chat
mom
below.
said something wild earlier today that I'm gonna have to quote too.
this
Why?
What's your in-game name, Brandon? Your character?
Core.
What?
Core.
Core?
CORR.
C-O-R-R. Okay.
The dragon.
R-
So technically,
the
yes,
dragon.
the dragon is bald.
Mhm.
The dragon
gonna
does
make
not have
us-
hair.
You're making out with a dragon, Cooper?
Whoa,
I mean,
whoa,
nah.
never. Not in public.
Yo, Rhyme's
Get
gonna
the
be
fuck away
pissed.
from me.
Oh, right.
Well, hail. We've certainly have a strange energy in the call today. I'm sure this will translate well into a delicate diplomatic negotiation.
This shit's gonna be lit on fire.
I'm diplomatic.
It's okay.
20 bits.
Quick, kiss with Brandon to show him we're friendly.
Alright, gang. Are we ready to begin session 5 of C.Y.B.R?
5.
I guess so.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Nope.
Things have been happening.
things have been happening.
If it makes
But
you
don't
feel
worry
better,
about
this
it.
is session 2 for me. I've had a really busy few weeks.
Okay, me too.
Then
Okay, there's no hostiles on this mission.
That we know of.
not yet.
We can make them hostile.
you
So-
absolutely could make some hostiles.
Hey, hold on now.
We
Where
were
did
sent
this
by the
dot on
King
my
of
mini-map
Whispers.
turn to red?
But at this point, we begin our session for today on the 22nd of Bayok, 797 AR, as the Pioneer fleet moves closer to the capital world of Alpha, where you all will be meeting along with the Admiral Lantern, the leadership of the Axial worlds, in a delicate diplomatic negotiation. At this point, Enoch, where do we find you?
Probably nervously sticking around. Let's see, Core is the overseer again, right?
Yeah. Currently
Probably
it's about
nervously
8 a.m.
Yeah, probably nervously sticking around Core. Although very not showing nervousness.
Well,
But
we're
it's probably
don't-
apparent anyway, just pacing.
okay. So you would leave the Black Cat's Fleet location to go find Core.
Yeah, probably around the morning.
Okay, it's 8 a.m. Then, as
Yeah.
Core, how do you react to getting awoken by Enoch?
Core just opens the door and is looking at you.
Good morning.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure you were ready for our mission.
Yes.
Good.
I'll be there when I'm ready. Core shuts the door.
Yeah. And I will continue standing in my post right outside the door.
Fucking.
Gotcha. Then, at this point, Core, you already know that it's time that you should be getting to Lantern at the Black Cat's headquarters with the others. Are you heading out to meet Enoch, or what are you doing?
Yeah. I just want an extra second. I'm ready to go.
Okay. And then I'll lead the way.
Gotcha. Then, as you go ahead and lead the way, both of you begin to arrive last as the rest of the group is waiting kind of outside the general building of the Black Cat fleet as you begin to arrive, Enoch.
And he'll remain silent, but just head in.
Okay. As you head in, what are the rest of your reactions as Enoch kind of walks past you, heads in?
Well, that was a bit weird.
If that was our
But-
cue, it was a pretty shitty one.
He'll probably then stop and look back expectantly.
Oh, now we can go. Okay, look, everyone, let's go. Eris rolls her eyes and we'll continue
This
walking
mission's gonna be
forward.
fun, won't it?
I don't know if we're sending the right people for the job. They're not sending their best folks.
Why would you say that?
Not with that attitude.
And
Come
what is your
on,
name again?
Kale. And I'll just punch him in the back and push him in.
Looks like I'm going in.
At this point, all of you hear inside your minds, please no more delay. Come to my study. Enoch, bring them there. And a cup of tea, please.
Right away. And then I shall lead them to the study, on the way, probably stopping to collect a cup of tea.
Gotcha. Then, as you go ahead and do this, you eventually go ahead and enter into the study of Lantern. As the rest of you go ahead and make your way inside, you can see hundreds, if not thousands, of floating bookshelves. You see, kind of waiting for you, standing next to a visual distortion, an individual in this long red cloak with a cowl and a mask that hides their face. Two golden eyes stare back out at you, as the rest of you would notice gauntleted hands, greaves, and other sets of armor on their person. This is Lantern, the leader of the Black Cats. Enoch T.
And I'll hand it over, little bow, and then rejoin the others.
All of you shall be accompanying me in my efforts to negotiate with the Axial worlds and to gain information. I will require each of your eyes and as much expertise as you can provide to us. Our goal is to maintain what information we can, while also extracting information from the diplomats, politicians, and other entities that shall likely be at our meeting. I will be likely brought to negotiate with the leader of the geneocracy, while I am expecting the rest of you will be sent as part of a party to discuss culture, war efforts, and the like, a way for the different groups to feel each other out. I'm giving you free rein to negotiate with the actual worlds, but at the end of the day, we'll need to approve any negotiations and deals we make with Corania herself. I need sharp eyes and even sharper minds for this mission. Can all of you provide this to me?
Do what I
Yes,
can.
Very well. In that case, there is a shuttle waiting for us at the Black Cat Fleet hangar. We shall make our way to this shuttle post haste. I'm assuming all of you have brought a change of clothes, or at least something to look fairly regal in. We're all trying to make an impression.
Yes, sir. If any of you don't have any, would it be reasonable that I could have some on my ship? Some extra?
Probably like 1 or 2 pairs of clothes to change into, sure.
If any of you don't, I have a few extra on my ship.
I would like one. Me. I don't have any fancy clothing.
I guess I'll also take one if you can find me something that fits.
And Enoch having a very neutral expression, as he will then say to, oh fuck. Why am I forgetting your name? I'm sorry, Gabriel, I forgot your character's name.
Glorp.
Glorp. He will... Glorp. Glorp. He will maintain a neutral expression as he'll look at Glorp and say, this one you can probably keep. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then, at this point, Lantern will go ahead and jump off the balcony and disappear.
So in love with him.
As
What the fuck?
the
A
visual
little over dramatic.
That was not in character. That was not in character. That was just me as a person.
then, at this point, as the rest of you begin to head out, making your way at this point back out to the rest of Ravisar proper in the fleet hangar of the Black Cats. At this point, we will run through and resolve some actions. Kale, are you resolving anything?
Am I able to resolve a tachyon research for an additional 1d2?
Yes, you are.
Let's go! That saves 2 whole days.
Very nice, very nice.
I'm getting there.
Then, Core, are you doing anything?
I would like to learn the jaws of the raptor.
Gotcha. Learning the Jaws of the Raptor from the Raptor School. As free action, you enter the Jaws of the Raptor. When you are outnumbered, you gain a shield rating equal to your power score. Additionally, once per combat, you may end Jaws of the Raptor and all other active claws as an action. A number of allied creatures equal to your power score may move 30 feet immediately without incurring the retreat penalty. The Jaws of the Raptor can be active along with other claws. Very nice, Core. Very, very nice.
Sick as fuck.
Then, next up, Eris.
I would like to resolve one of my artificing pre-game actions to gain 1d2. And I had a quick question. I see that for the Archivist Advanced Management, you can resolve an additional pre-game action.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible for me to use one of my previous artificing pre-game actions?
Yeah.
Or would you prefer me... Okay, cool. I would like to do that twice then.
Very nice.
So I will roll 2d2.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Very nice. Very
I'll
nice.
Put that towards my item locator.
All right. Glarp, are you resolving any pregame actions?
Can I do the same that they did just now?
Resolve the artificing?
Yep.
I believe so. Then go ahead and roll that d2.
Okay. Roll. 1d2. 1.
Perfect. Extra point that you can put towards your artificing projects.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, Carlex. Are you resolving anything?
I'd like to resolve my tachyon research.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll.
Perfect.
Pretty nice. Then Enoch.
I don't believe I have anything to resolve, as I
Alright.
did the intel spending instead.
Mm-hmm. Emmy, you resolving anything?
No.
Very fair, very fair. Then Overseer, go ahead and assemble the engagement roll.
Correct. There it is. Okay. We do not have fleet cohesion. Rules of engagement. The party does not know the rules of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
This place has not been recon.
That's correct.
Yep. This mission remains unexplored or unknown. So subtract 1.
Mm-hmm.
The party has acknowledged of the mission's enemies and the challenges they pose.
Mm-hmm.
Do we technically have that? Or?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Momentum, I doubt anyone, or I don't have it, so we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The party has met the mission requirements.
You have not.
Cool.
-5 for this particular mission.
Full squad. Let's see. We have +4 then.
Gotcha. So a d6 -1.
Yeah. God. Yeah. I mean, we're in that position. Whatever. Yep. 2.
2. Gotcha. Then for this mission, this will be in a bad position as all of you are attempting to go ahead and get ready. But here's the thing. Like, Carlex, like, the suit that Enoch has, you are way too big for. Like, you don't have, like, out of the limited pairs of suits, you don't have something to slip into. And then, like, there are others that are, like, quickly getting ready, but it's like a hodgepodge dress. There's some time that gets lost making it to the ship itself. And at this point, Kale, you see that lantern is already there. All of you, we're already late. Please, get on the shuttle. We must be going now.
Yes, sir. My apologies.
All right.
Shepard.
And we begin to shepherd everyone in. Gotcha. Then as you go ahead and enter onto the ship, go ahead and get on and begin to...
Can I declare something really fast?
Sure.
Just before we leave, a little while ago, Core and I helped someone and we were given jewelry as a reward. I'd kind of like to pull out some of those pieces and don them and kind of hold them up to Core and see which ones would look best with her and help her with that.
Gotcha.
Just because I know the gemstone resource would be back at my ship and I don't want to leave without that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Then you can certainly do that. Then, as you kind of pretty yourselves up and kind of go ahead and kind of fix and preen a little bit, eventually you would see the world of Alpha coming in to visual proximity. The planet itself, Emmy, is covered with millions, if not billions, of twinkling lights down below as Lantern would look to all of you. This is a capital world. A place that governs billions, if not perhaps untold trillions of life forms out amongst the Axial sovereignty. As all of you will likely know, at this point, we don't know much. We are going in on the back foot, so I will have to take some evasive measures. Corm, at this point, I would like you to begin prepping your team for any negotiation strategies or rules going forward. This must be ordered. And then Lantern's gonna go stand facing a corner.
Okay. Right. The big thing is, we have to respect their culture. We have to be careful what we share. The big thing with most of these places is religion, and seeing how that will work. We do not want to overshare if we might be in positions of importance being from the core. So really, just try to be general and try to work out a feel for them.
And if they ask where we're from, should we say the core or?
I believe that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like
Understood.
Coronia did not want us to hide from that fact. If I also may interject here, people generally like when you ask about them. So if you do not have something to add that may be productive, or you are not sure if it is the right thing to say, extending a kind question can be very helpful. And I think Eris would kind of start falling into a position of like, this is what noble people, at least in the rings from her perspective, kind of gravitate towards, and will kind of coach through bodily positions and mannerisms, and kind of stress that after observing, we might try to modify those things to fit with more of the vibe, but we are from a completely different place, so if we walk in like we belonged there, at least it will kind of make some sense to them, I would think.
Mm-hmm. Then, is there anything else you guys are doing before you are beginning the landing sequence?
Anybody looks whack, can I help fix their like fixing a tie or kind of like straightening jackets?
Sure.
Oh, I will turn to Emmy. Emmy, the place that we are going, sometimes answering, I don't know how to say this.
Don't answer questions, perhaps.
It would be good to ask questions when appropriate, but sometimes you can say things a little blunt, and they may not understand, and we cannot afford that today. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I believe in you. Just observe and catalog like you usually do, and it will be perfect.
I'm going to go observe the lights.
Good.
I can translate, as many of you saw, but it only lasts for 10 minutes. But I don't think
only something you can do once?
No, I can continue to. It's just, it would be good to brief them that every 10 minutes we'll need to do another handshake, touch, something.
Yes. I also, on that mountain place that we went to, it seemed that some of them might speak our language. I don't know how common that sort of thing is, but
They also
we
called
should
it
try not to be
divine, so-
surprised. Yes, we should try not to be surprised if that does end up happening.
And when we went to Epsilon, there was an individual who was able to translate for us through their magic. So
That's
there
good.
might be others who can do the same.
Yes. Offer help where needed and accept help where offered.
Yes.
I think we are ready.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
I guess like as we like go down and stuff and make our way forward, could Carlex just practice with Kale, like talking about his like bounty hunting stories and whatnot, kind of just warm up in preparation, because probably he's gonna have to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Then
Okay.
you can go ahead and do that. And I think probably it's like you're just getting into that and like you're beginning to hit atmosphere. The shuttle is beginning to shake and jitter. And Glorp, you would notice that the cardboard cutout of Lantern in the corner falls over.
Okay.
As Lantern's not in the ship with you anymore.
Lantern.
I think Enoch will genuinely laugh at that.
Can I go pick
is
up the
missing.
cardboard cutout?
Yep, you just have the cutout.
Okay, I'd like to stand it back up facing the corner and then go back to talking to Carlex like nothing happened.
Okay.
Strap it into one of the seats.
Easy enough.
Were we given a time that we needed to be out of this ship? I guess we're already late, so I don't even... Were we planning on landing and getting out? What the fuck is happening?
Normally you don't just jump out if you're not.
You think that
Yes.
guy was normal? I say that.
Oh, I'm talking
with
about
respect.
us. We should not get out until we have landed. Wherever Lantern is, that that's their business.
Yes, it seems they had a plan.
But
Oh.
This- Hmm?
Carlex would also let people know about the 8 forces.
little late for that now.
Yeah. That's a lot to go through.
I just thought about it
About
briefly and I
what?
went, oh wait, hold
Yeah,
up.
yeah, these people, you don't have time to tell even the players that, Peter.
So fair, that's fine. Good luck, everybody.
May
What
God
now?
help us
Can I
all.
at least have the word that you said? That phrase? 8 forces?
Oh yeah, by the way, there's this like really important door opens. I'll tell you later.
Pretty much.
Yep.
That's not even what it's called, Peter. That's incredible.
Carlex.
Oh my god.
But as you begin to dip down, now you see this great capital city ahead of you. As you begin to descend, the ship, almost like on autopilot, is making its way towards this kind of landing pad. As you kind of look around this place, you can see that like many different alien creatures, along with like humans and dwarves, elves, Aarakocra, Tritons, like all of these known races, unknown races are standing around, seemingly like playing instruments, but as their sound can be heard above the engine's core, the brass instruments here almost sound like birds chirping. As you continue to descend, you all see a series of massive cybernetic mechs, like standing in formation, probably 3 or 4 deep, and each of them is probably 10, 11 feet tall with weaponry, just kind of like all in a line. There are more diplomats and politicians and even like some civilians standing around holding flowers, looking at you as your ship is descending. And kind of at the forefront of everything, you can see this being with ivory skin, metal armor that seems to be glowing, a series of gemstones kind of in the head that's just kind of waiting for all of you as you go ahead and land. Ka-chunk. Diplomats, what are you doing?
I will stick by Core's elbow.
Yep, Core's taking a step out.
Okay.
Eris and the robot will follow suit behind as the archivist and the note taker.
Then, as you all begin to make your way out, you can see that the individual in front of you gives you all kind of a slight bow, about 35 degrees, and then goes, "Thou vow, mosque equus."
Enoch will bow at 45 degrees to be very polite and then offer a handshake.
Hmm.
He was just gonna try and replicate what he did, but not speak back. I don't know this guy's customs.
Bequow. And you can
Core.
again, like not really paying
Yeah.
attention to you guys at the moment, as more so
No.
going to get this translation going. Let's see. This point, you have -1. As you'll go ahead and shake your hand at this point, Enoch. Will you be using translation?
Yes.
Gotcha. Then you see the figure in front of you says, "Welcome to the capital of the Axial worlds. This is Exosis. I am the sovereign executor Lapros."
Thank you for having us. And I'll defer to Core.
Yes, hello, my name is Core. We are from the Pioneers.
Ah, yes. Lantern said to expect all of you. They have come 2 solar days previously and have been discussing with us the activities of the Pioneers. I have a gift to present to all of you. And you can see that Sovereign Executor Lapros kind of calls forward what appears to be like maybe like some sort of commander with like a very well pressed uniform. They seem to be elvish with like very long black hair that reaches about their knees. And as they come forward, they are holding what appears to be like this very, very old leather bound tome. And it's written in kind of this strange language. But as you go ahead and look at it, Enoch, you would be able to translate this book as saying, "Encyclopedia of Languages, a complete guide to the languages and dialects of the 18 central axial worlds by Sovereign Executor Zach. We hope that this might bridge our 2 peoples."
Right. We appreciate the gift.
Hmm. And the Sovereign Executor looks at you expectantly.
Yeah. Ooh, I think I don't want to do it. Or we'll pull out a talent from the Titanic ring. And she would hand it over. This is the currency we use on our planet as kind of a way to show how we spend our money.
Oh, is this in the chat? Is this a total count or is it
Total
cumulative?
count. Well, yeah,
Okay, so we're at -4 total, not -5.
correct.
Okay.
I see. Well, we
If
here,
I may interject,
if you must.
I apologize for that statement, but I would like to offer this here is Emmy, and he knows much of our planet. He's very good at answering questions, and we would like to offer you our knowledge as you and your people see fit, and offer our various expertises and what you and your peoples may need accomplishing.
Go ahead and make a spirit check.
Oh goodness, can I add noble lineage?
You could.
Cool. I really don't think that I can add anything else to that. I'm just going to see if the archivist gets anything. I don't believe so. I'll reroll that one. 3 successes.
Keep rolling
Should
until
I
you
roll
fail.
until I fail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank God.
Take
I
a
did
hero.
reroll
Take a
that
reroll.
one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Just 4.
3?
Or 3. Yes, sorry.
Okay. Then you can see the Sovereign Executor would look to Emmy, then would look to you. I do hope that you mean that they are available to consult. We do not believe in the enslavement of organic or non-organic beings in the axial worlds.
Eris would bow their head. Yes. Available to consult. He is a friend of ours.
I see. And a fellow pioneer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Eris would kind of reach up and squeeze Emmy's shoulder, like, would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Emmy, as designated by my father and creator.
What is your purpose here in the axial world, Emmy?
As of this moment, to begin in diplomatic relations with you.
I see. Unfortunately, your lateness puts constraint on my time, and Lantern already waits back at our Hall of Governance and Knowledge. But the Geniocracy of the Axial Worlds does welcome you with open arms. And we do hope that after this day we can learn more about each other.
Understood. This mistake will be rectified.
And which mistake is this?
Tardiness.
How would you rectify it?
Upon a second meeting, we will be early.
There will be a second meeting. Has this been scheduled?
Not at this time.
I see. Then, an assumption that I shall take into regard. At the moment, I will need to pass you all into the care of our Regent of Diplomacy, Sophia Zyphonol. She will be taking you on a tour of our capital city, and then we'll be able to sit with some of our greatest minds and advisors so that we might learn more about each other and forge a stronger alliance. And you can see at this point, Enoch, this kind of woman will begin to take a few steps forward and will go to shake your hand.
Yep, handshake.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Sophia. If you would follow me, I can escort you through our beloved capital city and answer your questions as we go.
Thank you. I'll do one of the little bows that the that our friend Lapras did earlier.
The appropriate response to such a bow is a tilt of the neck in our culture.
Thank you.
Of course. Please, those of you from the Pioneers, follow me. I am overjoyed to show to you what we have to offer in Exorcis. And will you all begin to follow this Regent of Diplomacy?
Yup.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Then, as you all kind of begin to follow, you would begin to hear at this point, Kale, the sounds of some of these large mechs beginning to move, as it seems like you are having an entourage to go with you, probably for general protection. But at this point, the rest of you would see as the Sovereign Executor kind of peels off, going in their own separate direction. As you were beginning to go through the city itself, are there any initial things or activities you would like to do as you were beginning to walk towards kind of the glittering lights of Exorcis?
Emmy's vision is just locked onto the max.
Mm-hmm. And they stand tall, like well maintained, as you hear the pistons firing back and forth. Is there something you needed, Kale?
Yeah. So, you said, is there anything that we would like to do on this, like, walk over? Are we just straight following, or is she, like, do you guys want to detour for anything specifically?
I mean, she does have an itinerary, but you can go up and talk to her if you would like to detour.
Oh, if she's got an itinerary, I would rather follow that. Never mind.
Gotcha. So just following.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could I keep an eye out as we walk for the general, I guess, vibe of the place?
Yeah, make a spirit or mental check.
Everyone's... Perfect, okay. Bah, humbug.
Gotcha. I mean, you would see kind of like the streets around you are being kept generally clear. There are people looking at you from windows and buildings. I mean, everything seems like well maintained and well kept, but you don't really have a great frame of reference in this place at the moment.
Okay.
What about like shops we're passing? What are they kind of selling?
I mean, they're selling food from what you can see. There are other signs that you like can't quite make out. But like it seems like average shop and commerce here in the city.
I would approach our guide.
Mhm.
Is it appropriate to refer to you as Sophia? I assume that is okay?
If you would like, yes. My title in the Geniocracy is the Regent of Diplomacy. It is my role to make relations with those that we meet near and far, and to maintain such relationships.
That sounds like it sounds like you meet a lot of people then. It is very active work.
It is. But the more people that you meet, the more that you can realize that differences are more so puddles than oceans.
I think I understand that.
Hmm.
We do not get very many, or maybe even any visitors to our part of the galaxy. Coming out here is very new for us, so I hope you will forgive any of our missteps.
They are, of course, forgiven. The Axial Worlds is a place that values peace and cooperation, and most of all, knowledge, learning, and opportunity. Those with the capacities and the abilities to help and bring forth the torch of knowledge are always welcome in the Geniocracy.
Those are very good goals.
Yes. And we have made great strides to meeting them. If you would look here on your left, you would see one of our great seed vaults here in Exorcist. Seeds from all planets in the Axial Worlds are kept safe here. It has been over 1,000 years since the last extinction of a group of flora or fauna, something that we take great pride in.
That's an amazing feat.
Thank you. It's only possible thanks to that building over there. And you would kind of look, Kale, and you would see this great kind of greenish building rising up over the city with this beautiful, almost like neon red flame billowing maybe 50 feet tall at the top of it. That is the Luminara Testing Center, where we are able to make sure that only the best enter our governments and are trained in all sorts of matters, from environmental restoration to politics and even the art of war.
It seems to be working out incredibly for you guys.
Well, we would
Very
like to
impressive.
think so. Currently, our worlds in our Geniocracy keep growing, and prosperity continues to surge forth. But we are not without our problems, and for those you can look to one of our many residence courts. If you look at that building over there, and she points to what appears to be kind of like this brass globe, maybe 100 feet across, kind of floating maybe 10 to 15 feet above the ground over the city, maybe a block or two out, Kale. Those courts can bring in individuals from all across the Axial Worlds so that justice might be done and so people might be made whole.
Seems like a pretty just system. It's legal services are provided, or
Yes, they are.
that's amazing.
It is impressive. How does the is it magic that does it? Gets them here?
Well, in terms of travel, we do have warp gates that we use that intermix the practical with the arcane. And then once they arrive, we have various buildings where they can interface with our sub-intelligences that will help them to prepare their cases and their statements so that they might go in and correctly argue and assert themselves in the resonance courts.
You also said that the axial worlds aren't without their issues. I assume there might be some outside of the courts. We are, after all, in diplomatic envoy. If there's anything that we could help with, or anything that's currently, posing an issue, we'd be happy to see what we can do to assist.
Well, yes, I think you've already seen one of those issues, sir. The King of Whispers in our far reaches has become quite a problem. And currently, their forces are putting one of our planets under siege and has unfortunately gained, for the moment, full control over Iota. We can head to a meeting chamber if you would like to begin a discussion regarding those issues.
Yes,
Um,
that would be wonderful.
Could we pick up food on the way? I'd like to sample the local cuisine.
Absolutely. Is there any food that would be most acceptable to you? Are you creatures that eat more of the floral variety? Are you carnivores? And what does your diet primarily consist of?
I personally will eat whatever is a local specialty.
I
tend to be
believe for the most
omnivores.
part, yes.
I see. Then
Is there perhaps something you would like to get? And we can just see what it is like for a person going about their day.
if you would like, of course. And then she will kind of like lead you over to what appears to be like this probably 20-foot tall, like dark black pole with like this small interface on the side. It's in the colloquial Axial language as she begins to push a series of buttons and inserts like a small card that she keeps with you into the machine. It pops out this like neon blue tray and then squirts out probably a 3-inch by 3-inch kind of grayish white cube marbled with like these black specks, and a spoon like device is also kind of thrown out from the device as well. These nutrient blocks are what I generally eat on a day-to-day basis. It has all the vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that are required for a healthy, functioning body.
Efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like some?
Yeah.
Of course, if you do not mind.
No, not at all. It's free.
Ah,
Thank you.
And she will go ahead and provide you a tray of nutrient block for each of you.
Thank you.
Is there something you say before you eat here? Or do you just begin?
Is there something you say?
In a different language. Not the one I am currently speaking. But Eris will try a bite of the nutrient block.
Then, what's the favorite food that Eris has back home?
Oh, I have to imagine what cave food is.
Arctec.
Arctec. No way. No way.
I mean,
come on.
A lot of mushrooms, a lot of insects, ground growing vegetables, things like that. Not lots of beasts of burden or farm raised animals.
Probably something really salty. I imagine we have a lot of, I don't know, we probably have a lot of rock-esque seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Something that is very umami, mushroomy.
Gotcha.
And Eris is very surprised.
Then you will See, here's the thing, Eris. It's like this umami mushroom flavor, like roasted, kind of like cave mushroom. But take that flavor, subtract 50%, and then the other, like, insert 25%, like a general taste of soap, and then another 25% is just nothing. As it's like less, it's like definitely like your favorite thing in the world, just like less and a little soapy.
It's like LaCroix.
Something like that.
I think Eris is probably pretty good at keeping her face steady, and just focusing more on the enjoyable part of it.
Gotcha.
I'll politely eat some as well.
Mm-hmm. And it all kind of tastes like what your favorite flavor is, but just lessened and a little soapy.
Not just efficient. I don't know where you found time to make it taste good too.
Well, if it does not taste good, then many will not eat it. We have found that across the world, despite there being obvious answers to nutrition, without the proper amount of individualized specific flavor, creatures far and wide will elect to eat substances that are not healthy for them.
That makes sense.
How do you make it taste like this?
Yes, the actual cube itself contains a series of designed proteins that sense your tongue and your brain and then begin to reshape themselves so that the taste buds that your tongue has are only lit up in certain areas. We like to say that in actuality, Enoch, that this cube tastes of everything, but you just taste what you want to.
Very, very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, you would just see as like Carlex's like normally like beaming smile just softens into just a gentle grin. Thank you, Sophia. It tastes just like the we call a shepherd's pie my mother used to make for me.
What is a shepherd? We do not have this profession.
It is one who takes care of a flock of sheep, goats, the like.
A tender.
Yes, a tender.
I see. Now, right this way, inside this building is one of our meeting halls. It is my main office as the Regent of Diplomacy. If you just walk inside this room, we can go ahead and get started. And as you all are kind of led into a room, you can see that there are a series of protective wards around here, Eris, as you're kind of looking about. The walls seem to be made of, mostly metal as you kind of are generally gazing about. So, in this place, we should be able to speak freely without disruption or interruption. We have attempted to go ahead and outfit this place with the necessary sensors so that we might begin to learn your native language and begin to dispense it through the Axial worlds.
Very thoughtful of you.
That's very kind.
Thank you. Before we get into the problem of the King of Whispers, I was wishing to ask all of you about where you hail from in the Galactic Corps and what its leadership was like. Do you hail from a geniocracy?
Personally,
Yeah.
we have oh, Emmy.
We are from the rings of Meropis. The three rings circulating the planet Null. Governments and leadership vary on the rings. The most common is typically governors or
So you are not united?
It depends on the ring. And it kind of depends on the time. Personally, for me, I am. My people live underground in caves, so most of our dealings are a little isolated.
I see.
And Eris will, if you have paper or drawing instruments, I can outline these things for you.
You watch.
If a visual would help.
Yeah, you watch as the regent goes ahead and like places her hands kind of on the table and seems to like pull up like this square hologram, and then almost like throws it to you as kind of like this blank blue square is now hovering probably about a foot in front of you, Eris.
Eris looks like a little shocked and will. I have not seen this before. How do you begin to use it?
You can just use your finger.
Ah, good. I just wanted to be sure it wasn't. Anyway, Eris will begin kind of drawing Null. This is the planet that we live around. And Eris will draw the 4 rings and name them. And then point to the one she designated as the prime ring. This is where I am from.
I see.
And there are people on all of these. And we live on the top layer.
And your planet? Is it terrestrial? Is it a gas giant? An ice giant? Do those...
Gas giant.
Yes.
So people do not live there?
It's, as far as we can tell, uninhabitable. Unless
We've tried in the past. It didn't work out.
I see.
then still uninhabitable.
Most of you seem to be carbon-based life forms with a general internal bone structure. I noticed that one of your party is much more liquid. Is there a particular ring that you hail from?
No particular ring. I'm just around.
I see.
I'm not very sure about my creation, about how I was made.
I see.
Nor where.
Are there any tyrannical governments on these rings?
Would the quiz still be considered titanical? Or tyrannical?
Tyrannical, not Titan.
I think that they are probably the definition of tyrannical.
Yeah.
Throughout history, there have been some not so nice folk, but we also have plenty of very good, very hardworking people, and many of our systems of governance seek to be kind, I think.
I have no doubt. Are you from a current tyrannical government?
Me?
Sure.
I do not believe so.
Go ahead and make a spirit check for me, Eris.
Can I add noble lineage to that?
Sure.
Okay. I used 2 of my hero points. I'm going to need to jot that down. I'm going to spend my other one. 2 successes.
2 successes. Then you can see as Regent Zyphonol will kind of nod. Well, this is good. Are all of you from then different governments? And have come into one negotiating group?
Yes.
Despite cultural differences, the rings as a whole can still get together for what's important.
This is good. The Axial worlds are the same way. While we are very different across very many worlds, we can still work together often and in great ways.
Then it sounds like we have quite a bit in common.
Yes. Do you believe in a lesson, or do you draw power from a different force?
I'm not sure I heard you right. A lesson?
Yes, the cosmic core. One of the forces.
I think my education may be inadequate here.
I see.
Perhaps you could explain your lessons, and then we can see if maybe something translates a little better.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, a lesson is a colloquial name for one of the great forces of the universe that we derive from the cosmic core at the heart of everything. A force that runs through our entire galaxy, that pulls things together and can give us great strength. Much of this city and the Axial worlds draw its power and energy from a lesson, the cosmic core. But you are all from the cosmic core. None who have ever ventured inside have ever returned. Even the great sovereign executors like Zach or Nicholas or Gastral have not been able to go to the cosmic core.
I see. That is very interesting. For many of us, Eris kind of looks to the group to gauge what people are thinking right now. If anyone has any visible emotion.
No.
No, Kale just shrugs.
We wish we could have met them.
Yes, they sound like they would have known very much. For us, there are very powerful beings that we call high gods. They embody concept, like purpose or logic, things like this. And they kind of keep things working according to what they specialize in. There are kind of beneath them, I suppose, a little less powerful. Material gods. They interact with us people a little more often. They can be very, very powerful, very knowledgeable, very important. And then there are, considering my background, I assume I know about the Titans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then there are another group called the Titans, and they have a lot to do with balance, and they all kind of work together to keep us running, and that sort of thing.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I just gave you a lot of information, didn't I?
it's yes, but the information is good to be shared across friends to further the torch of knowledge in hopes of gaining, yes, knowledge and unity, and yes.
Kayla's gonna laugh a little bit.
Does it seem like there are maybe refreshments in here, like water or anything?
There are, yeah.
I think Eris would get up and maybe pour a cup of something and push it over to her.
While you're
thank you.
doing that, you don't need to worry very hard about offending us. I get we can be pretty weird. Alien, if you will.
Well, yes, but there are many here amongst the stars. Your view of a lesson will be cataloged so we can further understand and add it to our understanding of the forces.
This is a good time to ask, can we tell if she's an Aether Soul or no?
No, she's not an Aether Soul.
Okay.
Oh,
Chat, do we think we should talk about Aether?
No.
Well, I wasn't gonna blow her mind with that. I think I just I exploded her brain.
Would you mind telling us a bit more about these forces?
Yes, I suppose depending on who you ask. Well, now a lesson, it could be more forces than expected, but traditionally there's thought to be between 6 and 8. There's a new force. There's forbidden force, but I'm sorry. Much information, but of course there's the cosmic core, and then there is the great spoiler, Gigal, the pure light, whose power is drawn from prayer and belief and goodness. There is the Bloodbane, whose power is drawn from blood. The Spiraling Depths, whose power is drawn from black water. Then there is Kissaron, the Elder Mind, whose energy is drawn from strong minds around us. There is the newest force, the Conquering Spark, that came forth after the All-Suffering, and then one that the Axial worlds and many others have forbidden the use of, Ikogun, the Ferrying Flame, drawn from wrought fire.
And what is this all suffering?
Well, perhaps you were sheltered from the all-suffering. See, long ago there was... Well, probably not as long. It's nearing 100 years now across the galaxy. But there was a time when everything began to unravel, fall apart. The minds of beings twisted, planets were destroyed. It was a time of great death. People ran from all over, trying to escape the all-suffering, the great scourge across the galaxy. We prayed to the cosmic core, and we sheltered around it, but did not cross inside. We could not. There came a day in the all-suffering where every form of life in our galaxy died, was ripped apart and remade over and over again. Those who were alive describe it as the darkest of days, and much of the population did not recover. Though, afterwards, we believe the cosmic core, a lesson, was able to drive back the all-suffering, and those within its grasp were released and remade as one of Alessan's angels came forth and brought our galaxy back.
I see. I know it has been some time since that has happened, but I want to extend my condolences.
It's not your fault. We do not know what caused the all-suffering, and we choose to strengthen a lesson and each other so that if the all-suffering were to ever come again, we could drive it back. But after the all-suffering, the conquering spark came anew. A new force that can be drawn on by some, mainly by the Empire of the Pontifex.
Oh, I have heard this name before, Pontifex. Could you tell us a bit about this?
I can. Yes, the Empire of the Pontifex is farther from us, on the opposite side of the galactic core. They occupy a series of worlds and now are consolidating and expanding, at least for the past 20 solar years. They worship the Pontifex. What they claim as a missing force, a being of such power that was rising before the all-suffering. And they believe that one day their Pontifex will return. At least until recently. Now, it seems that there is a change. And the new pontiff leads the empire and seems to believe that the Pontifex is alive and repulsed the all-suffering and is now calling to the empire to go and rejoin their emperor so that they might achieve their true purpose.
I see.
They are very brutal. They should not be trifled with. Part of the reason why we cannot deal with the King of Whispers is much of the Axial world's navy must at all times be prepared in case the Empire seeks to launch forth an incursion. It was 10 years since the last, and close to 19 million soldiers died in the conflict. But we were able to drive back their warship despite the losses.
And if perhaps we were able to look into this King of Whispers problem for your group, so you may all continue your watch, would this be something we could extend to you?
Yes, absolutely. What would you want in return?
That is something perhaps one of our higher-ups may be able to clarify, but we are new here, as I said, and we want to begin working with all of you. And if this is a problem that we can solve to show that we are willing to be helpful and I would like to be able to do such a thing.
Yes. I see. I'm sorry, it's just that most who come to meet usually have a desire or a goal, and yours seem very vague. Are you simply here to explore? Simply to know and gain knowledge?
Getting knowledge is a pretty large motivation within our group. We've been relegated to our, home system for the entire history of our culture, right? So
yes,
starting with a friend
about...
is a huge boon. So
there are
merely the
so many
knowledge that you'll be with
existences.
us is...
Would your Rings of Meropis then like to join the Axial Worlds, join the Geniocracy? We have so much technology and knowledge for you that we could provide.
I don't think that's a decision any of us have the authority to make.
I think the biggest thing would be trade agreements is what we'd be looking for.
I see. And what type of trade agreements?
You go ahead, Cole.
Mostly probably trade for minerals and such. We are also kind of looking for resources such as gemstones and metals are the big ones.
Being able to visit planets and be at least somewhat welcome. I know that would depend on our personal actions, would be very helpful for us in gathering knowledge. And at the very least, if getting the Rings of Meropis entirely on board, since there are many, many people, you would have the pioneers to assist you, and we can go and perform the businesses that you may not have the manpower to fulfill yourself, especially if your people are already focusing on other things.
See. So at the moment, you would simply like our markets open so that you might purchase these things and potentially act as an envoy to the rest of your governments?
I believe that sounds reasonable. Yes.
I think that we should also probably make plans to communicate more in the future. If we're going to be trading and sharing information about our respective cultures and the universe at large, I think that, we can definitely either set up a routine meetup or something, some way for us to continue furthering our relationship.
Well, my office is always open, and it is my job to make sure that our communications are flowing. That there does not simply need to be one meeting, but that there can be many meetings between us all. If you would like, I can begin to speak to our higher-ups, and either we could help to give you plans for perhaps a warp gate, and then we could establish one controlled by the pioneers in the skies above perhaps Beta, so that your trip would be closer. Or if a possibility arises, and if it need be, I could myself, or I could send one of our politicians to go to your base so that we can have discussions closer.
I think that sounds amazing. Eventually working towards a warp gate on Beta would be huge for us. We can talk to our superiors and see what we can do about getting you guys to swing by.
Then,
And it would be a pleasure to have. We have been able to see your home, and it would be a pleasure to extend that to those of your people who might be interested in visiting.
I see. Then perhaps we can do this, where if you aid us in our conflict with our King of Whispers, then after its conclusion, we can move some diplomats into the Pioneer base, perhaps even myself, due to the importance of this new alliance. And the Axial Worlds would gift you your first warp gate over Beta, and we would be able to have free trade when it comes to metals and minerals with all of you in the rings of Meropis, and then we could perhaps work together to stay vigilant against the threat of the Empire.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Good.
And when you inevitably get to see our home, we can let you try our admittedly worse food. I would love to say that it's something to write home about, but it doesn't always have the same nutritional value that you guys have seemed to master.
It's okay. The Axial Worlds can help you to improve such nutritional value.
Well, yeah.
The exchange of information would be greatly appreciated.
I did want to ask, for the Axial Worlds, how did that come to be? And how long ago was that?
The Axial Worlds has been established for now more than 5,000 years. We are truly a testament to working together and the necessities of collaboration. It was not always easy, and Alpha was our first world. At one point it was scourged, and most life was wiped off of it. But as time progressed, we were able to refine ourselves. We threw away our first monarchy, and then we threw away our flawed democracy, and then we created a geniocracy, which allowed us to expand. And now we are to such a size that we are a geniocratic republic that is constantly looking for more allies and worlds. And at the moment, we hope that we have many more thousands of years within us.
I say at the rate that you guys have been going and the sheer success of the Axial worlds, you definitely have quite a bright future ahead. And one, I would like to say one new friend made this day.
It is always a good day when one can reach out with peace and be met with the same, Gale. I would like to ask you a bit of a thought question, though.
Go ahead.
It's something that I was asked once by the Sovereign Executor. A Mind Flayer has captured you. And you know what a Mind Flayer is, yes?
Yes.
Sadly.
Unfortunately.
Yes, they are a scourge across the Axial worlds. But let's say that you have been captured. And it questions you regarding 5 captured Vromi. And the Mind Flayer will release the Vromi if you lie and say that they have no brains. Would you lie?
May I ask what Romy means?
Ah, yes, a folk of low station.
I would lie.
I don't know if Mind Flayers are known for keeping their promises. Would it matter what I said?
It would.
I suppose I would have to lie and hope they forgive me for that.
I would lie as well.
I see. So, your cultures, then, they allow you to speak untruths.
Depends on the culture.
Allow is a strong word. It depends on the situation. It can be usually it is wrong too. But sometimes it can spare the other person's feelings, or in this case,
Feelings.
spare them their lives.
I think sparing feelings is not the best motivator when honesty
It is simply
could
something that
save
happens.
more in the future.
I see. There are many races that do not have this capability. So it is a good thing to know about those within the rings of Meropis. and something to inform the citizenry about in interactions.
That's fair.
Although we possess the capability, we do not have that intention. But it is still good to be aware of.
I see.
We won't be offended by your mistrust. It's something to be earned, not.
I see. Yes. Very well. Yes. Is travel permitted? Could people from the Axial worlds travel to the Rings of Meropis?
I
Do we know
Think-
that?
It's difficult to say at the moment because you mentioned that any traveler that has tried has not come back, and we don't know why. It's rather dangerous until we can figure out why.
How did you come here?
It is a good question.
You do not know?
we flew here.
We flew.
Can you return to the Rings of Meropis?
We can. Since we don't know what happened to the other people who have tried to visit, if you were to send an envoy or go yourself, I will personally accompany whoever comes. Ensure that you are safe.
Is
I
it-
don't know what the legality is or the rules are around, people visiting, but
Then yes, I would love to send an envoy, a party to go and see the rings.
right, let's talk to
Just in
leadership, see whether or not I'll get into a massive amount of trouble, but as
think
soon
it'll
as
be
we can
fine.
arrange something, I'll be with you.
Good. Okay.
We should figure out whether it's a biological thing. Just in case.
Yes.
The danger.
Do you have something made out of biological material from one of the axial worlds, and we can bring it by and see if it disintegrates or gets destroyed in any way?
Sure. And she goes
about to say
and
that.
taps on the table, and you watch as the table seems to like build itself a pair of shears, and she'll just cut off some of her hair and give it to you, Kale.
Perfect.
Thank you.
In case our biology differs from yours at all, I'll cut off some of my hair and hand it over.
Oh, thank you. And she blushes a
And-
bit and puts it in a pocket.
I guess I have a question then. Are most of your people carbon life forms?
I would say that it is the easiest to do, but there are life forms primarily composed of nitrogen and helium. Others that are mostly made of some of the forces.
Okay.
But, yes. And many of our life forms and people seem to mirror those within the Rings of Meropis.
That is
Or
a
perhaps
great
we mirror
mystery that
you.
we can solve one day.
Mhm.
Yes.
And perhaps Emmy and I can work on a bit of a compendium of people from our world.
Yes, please. A compendium. Would in this compendium, could you please diagnose the cell structures and the blood type, specifically for us, and if you could the neural pathway structuring as well, because if there were some from the Rings of Meropis that wanted to participate in the geneocracy and take the KCT, then we perhaps would need to modify it so that we could have a proper testing range. Also, perhaps if you could show differences in terms of pigmentation, horn structure, eye position, as the actual worlds don't classify every single difference as an instance of a different race. They are just simply adaptations that have been gained by a species over time.
Dude, I mean, to make this easier, can you just like scan me? Is there like a machine that I can stand in and
Would you allow me to scan you?
I'm gonna look to everyone else for approval. I mean, I'm okay
Nod.
with it, but
Yes.
Yes,
we
sure.
Do, we
I
do
would
have
also
a.
be willing to be scanned.
Would
if
all
needed.
of you be willing to be scanned?
I'm not sure I would.
I could.
some
You
people
seem.
can be personal about their bodies, so
You seem to
if
like.
not everyone agrees.
You seem to like minerals placed inside of metal. We could provide you with some of each as payment.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to let you scan my innards for the name of friendship.
Thank you.
If it would be beneficial, yes. And then perhaps maybe more than one volume of a compendium.
Oh, yes.
It will be a saga.
Yes, please. And I think at this point, Regent Zyphonol would kind of like stand up, and like a few of the other like members of the entourage would like open the door, and whoever wants to go get scanned can go with her.
I'm going.
Yeah,
I
I'll go get
decline.
scanned.
Gotcha. 3
Might
scanners?
as well.
Oh no.
Okay.
Emmy is.
5 then.
I do.
Okay, then 6. Then Core, are you remaining?
Or they're if they offer gemstones, I'll get scanned.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Then they certainly would, as you would all kind of go to like this room with like a series of like floating what appear to be like gaseous triangles. They don't seem to have any sort of form to them. As they begin to like float around you, they start to like size around different portions of your body, and it takes about 2 or 3 minutes for the scan to be complete. And at the end of it, Regent Zyphonol kind of seems like ecstatic from the whole situation. Thank you so much. This could lead to perhaps more understanding and knowledge in what the effects of the cosmic core are on the people, or if there is no effect, and the powers of a lesson are gentle and safe, and this could bring about much new knowledge. I thank you deeply from the Axial worlds.
Do you need
Or just take your time looking through that, please. I know you're excited.
Yes. Would it be helpful to provide a biological sample as well? I don't mind shearing off some skin.
We could take a graft, yes. And if you would like, they could have a doctor come over and basically like take some like dead skin off you, some nails, eyelashes, things like that.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
I guess another question I have: do you all have dragons?
Dragons. Yes, we do.
Okay.
I
just
You
wanted to
wanna
make
see
sure
something
before.
cool?
Yeah. I was making sure before you
check
go
this
through all that info. I am an amethyst dragon.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
And you can see like she raises an eyebrow. Can I see?
Is there enough room in here? Calling for a horse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A horse.
Oh, that's about the size of the dragon, so. Why not?
Here, give me
A
your
little
jewelry.
party trick. Fine. Give that back later.
Yes.
And
Okay, now.
Cora will drop the disguise.
You watch as all around the room, like many of the like diplomats in here like just gasp, like they look like they've seen like a ghost. And you watch as Sophia Zyphonol just kind of like looks at you like with these wide golden eyes. And she goes ahead and gets past like a data pad by one of the individuals, and will just like slowly look at it and then back to you. This is incredible. We know of no other amethyst dragons. We thought they all died.
What dragons do you have around here?
We have dragons of many different colors. We have dragons made of many minerals and elements. We have sub-dragon types like wyverns and lindworms. We have what we call galactic wings that go and spend their lifespans out amongst the planets and the stars. We have nebula eaters that exist to mostly eat gases and are not carnivorous. There are some types of dragons that are bred by the Empire of the Pontifex.
What?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're known as kites, and those creatures are more domesticated, not possessing the higher intelligences of other dragon species.
Okay.
Nebula eaters, due to their lives, are often considered to have the lowest intelligence of the dragons, but above them, so trainable, are the kites.
Okay. Would you mind if I put my disguise back on?
No, I'm sorry, but this is
No.
just it's good news for the Axial worlds that a species is potentially preserved, and we might be able to clone you and take tissue samples so that there could be more amethyst dragons one day.
Right. Sorry, just a little different from our culture.
Yes. I am sure.
What had become of the other amethyst dragons?
Many were hunted. Amethyst dragon blood is very good for being hidden. Spreading it over a particular warp gate can close it down from use from others. So, the blood of an amethyst dragon, it can be a very rare and valuable resource, especially for a planet trying to hide from what we like to call the cosmic hunt. As the galaxy is big, and across this galaxy, there are many that would go and seek already started civilizations to capture, collect resources from, sometimes even eat.
That's brutal.
Yes, this hunger and drive led to amethyst dragons being hunted for many thousands of years.
Well, if I ever find those people, they'll definitely have to answer to me.
If that knowledge could potentially, bring us danger, can we trust that it's something that would be kept secret for the time being?
At least perhaps not giving any identifiable information. You can say that these species was found again, of course, but the exact location perhaps we can keep to ourselves, safe ears, that sort of thing.
Safe ears. Yes. I think that could be doable.
Good. I also asked to help with this project. I would like to help Amethyst Dragons get back out there, but I just would like to get to know this cloning process too.
Yes, it requires much work, as creating stable clones is very difficult. There is often something missing within the clones. We are able to provide them with bodies and minds, and once there's even a project that attempted to instill within these clones part of a dead soul. But even then, they began to decay, and most clones don't live for longer than 5 solar years. So yes, any help that you could provide would be good.
And, am I right in assuming that the Axial worlds never made use of the special properties of the Amethyst Dragons themselves?
No, you would not be correct in that assumption. There were planets within the actual worlds that did participate in the hunting.
How long ago?
The actual world stopped the hunting of amethyst dragons approximately 400 years before their extinction.
Well, 400 years is a long time, generally speaking.
Yes. We have grown much. It was unfortunately put to many votes to continue the hunting for the presumed safeguarding of the planets. But now we are in a new, more wizened age.
Well,
And so this is no longer an option. I am sure that the sovereign executor would be horrified at even the insinuation of such a thing.
It is good to hear about growth. That is very important.
Yes.
And we thank you for being forthcoming about that.
We wish to promote honesty and compassion. And we believe that the pioneers and all those that you represent back in your rings around this planet could be something for the future. And what you possess in your bones or in your strange metal sphere within your body or within your circuitry, all of this is useful. And with all of us together helping, we can create a greater land of peace and dignity.
I look forward to it.
Good.
And please, if there's anything else that the Axial worlds need from us or are curious about, please just let us know. Like the outfits that we're wearing aren't normal clothes for our people. This is what I guess fancy diplomatic attire looks like.
Eris will glare at you.
Yeah, Enoch will say, "Speak for yourself."
Okay, well then I guess some people dress like this normally. But if you want to learn any more about our culture, or I'm sure that there's some information that you'll come up with in 2 days. I'm happy to help.
2 days? What happens in 2 days?
That random number. I'm saying, like, eventually you might be like, oh man, I should have asked about this, and we'll be happy to answer any further questions that you have.
Yes. And I'm afraid that we might be light on resources at the moment, at least until we can figure out how to get everybody onto the rings. But we are here to serve, so if you need any help with running errands or missions, I'm sure we would be happy to provide our aid in those.
Yes, if you could give as your aid as soon as possible to the planet of Theta to help break the blockade so that we can at least get food and medical supplies and evacuate the millions of civilians that are still remaining on the world. We would be in a great debt. And the King of Whispers is close to your home, too. We want to work together to safeguard it.
Understood.
But I believe our time does grow short. We can...
Before we depart, I hope this isn't forward, but might I offer you a gift? Is that inappropriate?
It would be, yes, especially
Understood.
when the formal gift giving was supposed to be out in the open, so that there would be no hints of bribery or things of the like. And due to your culture's ability to occasionally speak untruths, it would be very improper for me to accept the gift at this moment.
I understand. Thank you.
But I hope to be in contact with all of you again shortly. And we can walk back together, back to your ship.
Yes, and if you, I suppose, have any, how do you say, fun facts as we are walking back about where you live, this place, that would be very appreciated.
We give you some facts. And as Sophia kind of stands up, begins to exit out, she will begin to kind of escort you back through Exorcists, and she tells you about experiences she had in the park, how her family had worked in like one of those seed vaults for 3 generations. Like that building over there was where she volunteered for like the providing essentially for Romy and like other peoples. And by the time you all kind of get back, you would see the Sovereign Executor would be talking to familiar figure, as you would see Lantern standing there, very stiff, straight-backed, and they would kind of turn to all of you. I hope all went well with the negotiations.
I believe so.
They went amazingly.
Well, this is good, as long as they didn't fall flat. Now, Sovereign Executor, and you can see Lantern is gonna like bend his neck a little bit towards the Executor, and Lapros will go ahead and kind of give a bow, kind of looking to the rest of you. We hope that now we can usher in a new era of peace and cooperation between all groups, and that together we might usher the torch of knowledge forward to push back the King of Whispers and bring about a new dawn for all of us. It has been a pleasure getting to experience your culture. We wish you safe travels, and we'll be in touch. And you can see Lantern will nod, and then we'll kind of turn back to the rest of you. Now, all of you, back onto the ship. Post haste.
Right away.
Where's the first one to move?
Enoch is the second.
I'd give a nod of the head to our guide, Sophia, and then head on. And to the Executor, of course, when he was speaking.
Gotcha. Then all of you go ahead, get back on your shuttle as it's taken off.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Then as you begin to rise from planet surface of Alpha, Lantern is going to go ahead and look to all of you. not one of you will speak a fucking word until we are back in the safety of my study. This is an order that the violation of which will result in an immediate court-martial.
Nodding.
And will you guys keep absolute radio silence until you get back?
What the boss said.
Yeah.
I won't even move.
I didn't even plan to speak much anyway.
Then, eventually, you make it back to Lantern's study at about midnight. Eventually, reaching this place, Lantern will kind of close the door and will sit down in a nearby chair. Before going any further, did you learn anything of particular interest in your discussion with the Regent of Diplomacy?
Yes, there were two of the sovereign executors that have visited or tried to come to our world. Let me see. I have the names written down. Zek and Nicholas. Nicholas.
Yes, there was also a third that I was able to extract, Gastrol.
I think that name was also said.
One demerit to you then,
There-
Eris, but continue.
Their
Uh,
people definitely efficiency over most things. I mean, they talk about preserving plants for over 1,000 years, but then 400 years ago, still hunting dragons. The amethyst.
400 years before the extinction of the dragons, not 400 years ago.
Still.
Correct.
Dragons have been extinct for much longer than that.
No, then I misheard that.
It was 400 years before they went extinct that they kept hunting.
Galen, not both you can take a hero point.
Thank you.
I see.
They're very dedicated towards preserving life. They have saved, I can't remember, but thousands of different species from extinction.
It has been over 1,000 years since they had an extinction, I believe, at least of flora. Can't remember exactly.
And fauna.
And fauna, good.
Well, then that would mean at a bare minimum they haven't hunted dragons for 1,400 years.
Dragons are not flora or fauna. I should have asked the better question.
They are.
They're fauna? I
I'm
believe.
fauna.
Yes, they are considered fauna.
All of us would be fauna.
I am naive in this subject. I will take a step back. I'm better at the fighting.
But they seem to be trustworthy. I don't think that they can lie. They seemed very shocked at the fact that we might have the ability to do so.
At the very least, they said that they most lack the ability to lie.
Oh,
Not sure if I believe it.
I can guarantee you that they absolutely have the ability to lie. Our presence here today was to gather some finishing pieces on a theory that I have been constructing. I believe that there is a corruption at the heart of the Axial worlds that now we are beginning to break open. You see, upon our departure, I had received a list of supply lines and trade documents from one Regent Zyphonol. I'm assuming this is the regent that you met with, given the notes there. You did very well at broaching the subject and requesting basic information. It seems that you gave up very little, as everything was very vague. But the vagueness was still helpful. You see, I was able to talk to the sovereign executor himself, And upon crunching some data, breaking into a few restricted areas, and a enhanced interrogation session with a politician, I have been able to piece together that the Axial Worlds are losing money on many of their trading contracts. A substantial amount of money. Furthermore, the Axial Worlds are moving precariously slow in dealing with the King of Whispers. Now, I might ponder the question of why that is. I'm sure all of you were shoveled an excuse.
Well,
Most
yes.
definitely.
Yeah, the Pontifex on the other side of the core.
The Pontifex of the other side of the core. And yet, going and looking at our map, where we last saw our enemy, they were close to Epsilon, to Eta, a route that takes them directly to the core of the Axial Worlds. From what I've been able to understand, the Empire of the Pontifex is far off, at least at the edges of charted space for the Axial Worlds. So, Kale, why would you be more concerned about a faction on the opposite side of the galaxy versus a threat that was steaming towards your capital city?
Well, maybe that two things. Either that threat isn't really coming, they could be allied with it, or whatever's on the other side provides a more existential threat.
Yes. It could be option 2, but I was believing that it was option 1, which is why I had Enoch provide me with the final piece of the puzzle. Enoch, step forward.
I will step forward.
You can see that Lantern will go ahead and touch your hand, kind of turning it over, and you watch as he removes a recording device that he put against your palm as he requested the tea, and the exchange was made.
I'm so in love with him.
To bypass any intent detectors or anything of the like, I made sure to wire Enoch without his permission. Many apologies, Enoch. I will take a reprimand from the Lady Corania later. However...
I truly don't mind.
Good.
Just a little bit.
Why?
Core's just gonna facepalm.
It matters not. This is why that you are a black cat and a dragon is a dragon. We move in the shadows. We value intelligence and knowledge. We have trust in each other because it is necessary in order to unravel the deep conspiracy within. I should ask you all, did you notice anything strange about the room that you were in?
It was fitted with some kind of recording or intelligence device to begin to pick up on our language.
No. I needed you to look deeper, Enoch. Deeper, everybody. Come on now. There should have been something. I reviewed the footage. I saw it. Something that made my spine chill to its very core.
Is there anything that comes to mind?
It's all right. And you can see that Lantern will go ahead and walk over to Emmy. You are not of the Black Cats, but may I utilize your ocular sensors for but a moment?
Yes.
Very good. And you can see that Lantern's going to kind of pop open momentarily the back of Emmy's head, fiddle around as Emmy, from one of your eyes, kind of like this image begins to unfold as Lantern will go ahead and begin to fiddle with some wires. I am going to exacerbate the problem now. Tell me if you see it.
Is it the candle or the? Actually, that's not a hole in the ceiling. That's a light.
It is the candle. Now, I must ask you, Kale. A candlestick could cast a shadow. But how would the flame itself cast such a shadow? There was something there. And such instances of that can be found all across Exorcists. You all were not alone in that room. There is something greater at work here. While the King of Whispers must be dealt with, I now turn my eyes to a deeper darkness that lies within the Axial worlds. I request all of your complete silence and your cooperation. If these worlds seek the protection of their people, we might first need to protect the Axial worlds from themselves. And it's here where we will end the session for today.
Oh, we should tell him that we got scanned. Can we say that like immediately?
He already knows.
Okay, good.
He does have a recording.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But you get the following rewards from a mission. Get 3 reputation, 3 intel, 1 gemstone to add to your cargo holds and distribute amongst your character sheets as you like.
Yeah.
Okay, and this
I
does
will
use
say
our ship
Carlex did
cargo,
not
right?
get scanned. Just as a, just really want that on point.
Kale definitely did. It was his idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I gave them just flesh as well.
Surely they won't start an Amethyst Dragon cloning factory for their blood. Surely
Yeah.
not.
That's
God,
probably
I'll
gonna be fine.
slaughter them all.
But as I was saying, this does use our ship's cargo, right? It's not
Yes.
something that. Okay.
Does use your ship's cargo.
Woohoo! 1 gemstone for my horde.
And yeah, Gabriel, gotta keep both eyes open.
Yeah, I saw it, but I thought it was just an error.
Oh man, if you pointed that out, that would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Now,
was gonna draw it. Actually, I was gonna draw it on what point? Here in this part, I was gonna make the weird shadow, but didn't thought much of it.
Oh man, if you pointed that out, that would have been so crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Could've.
we would have all been in awe.
Yeah.
That's probably
Pay
with
more
the
attention.
other forces.
I'm gonna assume there won't be mistakes on the images, so I'm gonna point everything out. No.
Hell yeah, Gabriel.
yeah, like there
More
are a lot of
observant than the
hidden
rest of
things.
There are never mistakes.
There are
Correct.
Don't say never.
Very rarely.
Yes.
All right.
I try and keep mistakes to a bare minimum.
Well, we have somebody who's more observant than the rest of us now, so be warned, Colin.
Oh, I saw you hovering over the candle, Cooper. I was like, it's okay. Cooper's gonna get it this session.
No, I was like, oh, Kendall, it's bright. Yes. I didn't put any thought into it.
Warm light. Good.
Yeah, I was just like a moth.
Light.
Pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but hey, now you kind of know what Lantern's all about.
I'm in love with him.
Yeah, he seems cool. I think that went pretty well.
It went not bad.
I think it started off a little rough.
That is very true. It did. There's some back and forth there, but you made it through. And hey, now you have secured some goodwill with the Axial worlds. You have unlocked as well a new pre-game action, which is very, very...
Pre-gaming?
Yep, you've now unlocked Learn Language, thanks to the book that was given to you. So,
Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about them.
well, that's very unfortunate because being able to learn the language will allow you to, speak to people very fluently.
That's fair. I just need to fight things.
Kale
Okay.
tried so hard to make things go well. I'm happy to learn language.
Plug Emmy with all of the languages. Make them the translator.
Throw that on a USB.
Just sit there in pre-action.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah,
can't
I was kind of
wait.
gonna have Emmy record our other auxiliary languages. Like we all know fuck, it's not common, it's